On March 29th, the Ukrainians managed to launch their first informational attack on social media spontaneously and without any coordination. The key principles of the informational attack can be summed up to 3 points. Use the language of your opponent. Exploit your opponent's methods to instill paranoia. Mortify by pointing to the paradoxes in the rhetoric of your opponent. The background of the situation is such that the explosions happened on March 29th at 9 p.m. And there were different versions of what happened. First, the Russians reported that there was a Ukrainian strike, but then they decided to take it back, and state-controlled RIA News said that it was due to human factor. 4 people were injured. It took 3 hours for Russian media to report on the situation, and Ukrainian Twitter exploded. It later turned into trolling. History is actually more complicated than Putin's playbook. Belgorod is a Ukrainian city. Once the historical narrative of Ukrainian lands is in place, Russian propaganda becomes self-defeating. Belgorod is actually a Ukrainian city that was occupied in 1919 by the Bolshevik Red Army. Before, it belonged to the Ukrainian National Republic. This is the city from the times of Kiev Rus. Besides this city, there are also Cossack cities in contemporary Russia, most of which were founded in the 18th century. If Russia collapses, these territories should have the right to decide whether they will become independent or seek reintegration with Ukraine, obviously through democratic referendums. But lots of Ukrainians won't like this idea anyway, because now everybody is suspicious that there are no Russians willing to live in a decentralized democratic state, while Ukrainian citizens prefer a stable state rather than dull expansion of territories. So here's the case study of how this information attack happened. Speak the language. Propaganda narratives about Donbas National Republic are applicable to the liberation of Ukrainian National Republic from Russian occupation. Denazification and demilitarization could be eligible terms. Literally, Russia is bombing itself. Instill paranoia by fake reporting on cover-up operations. Shooting. Personnel mines. Ukrainian checkpoints in the city. Drafting of men and closing borders. Laugh at paradoxes. Propose to evacuate to Kharkiv, where the Russian army bombs only military infrastructure, while even zombies at this point know that it's not true. Tell about Bandera in the city. Side note, the puppet governor Ramzan Kadyrov in Chechnya really thinks that the leader of Ukrainian resistance Stefan Bandera is alive. Spoiler is that he was killed by a KGB in 1959. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.